Hey, what's up guys, your PC here. In recent days, I've had very good wins with 2.6 Hawk against a bunch of matchups, and yeah, I want to show you guys how I played these matchups. Because as you can see, many of my opponents here had double Evos, or at least one Evo, while I only have Evo Skellies on me. So I suppose I was at a disadvantage here in these matchups, but I still managed to outplay my opponents and win. So without further ado, let's get into the first game against this lockbait player, classic lockbait player, who had double Evos. So, okay, I have to admit, I managed to deduce that he was playing lockbait right off the bat when I saw his masteries. So, yeah, okay, I spread the bridge, and our ice spirits just like got rid of each other, and then locked his goblin barrel. Went for Skellies here to predict his princess of the bridge. Okay, now Ice Golem in that position to fully counter Goblin Gang. Very standard stuff. Okay, and then I go Hawk opposite lane. It's my usual starting play. I know he's going to play Inferno. Okay, and I also played Ice Spray. I don't know why, but okay, fine. He spends all that elixir on defense, and I'm currently up, so it doesn't really matter. Now my next strategy is just to play Cannon to counter the knight and also to distract the princess, so you can't go for princess at the bridge, giving me enough time to just go for Skellies down here. Then Ice Golem in the back, most probably. Okay, Ice Golem and Hog Rider. I know his Inferno's out of cycle, so he has to play Goblin Gang, and therefore I can play a predictive lock, freeze the knight and the tower, and get a good amount of Hog Rider damage in. It's mostly just outcycling lockbait. Okay, so now I play Evil Skellies to fully counter Goblin Barrel, Cannon for his princess, and yeah, Ice Spirit, Ice Golem to counter the knight. Very nice, makes full use of my cannon. And now I just fireballed the princess. I'm not sure what I was doing here. I just figured maybe, I don't know, I could do some extra stuff with the Ice Golem. Yeah, put me 2.5 elixir down. Okay, here's my brilliant play. Ice Spirit down here. I played Skellies up so that the Ice Spirit would jump onto the goblins and the spear goblins, allowing one Larry to survive. Okay, please scroll back to that moment and see how I did it. This is a very important interaction that can win you games against Lockbait. Okay, I locked the right side because his Evil Knight was tanking, and then my Ice Golem was pretty scuffed here. Okay, Ice Spirit Skellies, reasonable move. Let's go for Cannon to counter his gang. I'm going to take a ton of damage here, but I already did a lot of damage early on, so I don't really have to be that scared. And just I can just pressure. Okay, first I fireball his princess to get some free fireball value in. Ice Golem Kite, and also lock. I lock from below so that I don't know, it's just better that way. Okay, I'm asking you to try Snaps Princess, but nice Goblin Gang by him. I'll go for a low cannon on defense, fireball everything, and then Evil Skellies to counter his barrel. Nice Evil Skellies, honestly. Evil Skellies really bailed me out these times. Okay, now I went for a log so that I could predict his Goblin Gang too, but he went for Inferno, so it doesn't really matter. I'm still one elixir up, because Inferno for him is a -1 trait for him, or it's a +1 trait for me. So sure, I'll take it. Honestly, I just went for defensive cannon to distract his princess. He went princess at bridge, Skellies down below to predict. Now he goes for his double barrel, so I have to lock high. I don't know why I locked a bit too high. It's a bit weird. Okay, now I just fireball his princess, I think. Fireball princess and Inferno, but it doesn't really do much. I'm still one elixir up as usual. Now it's just Skellies, Ice Golem Kite, Cannon, and Law. Yeah, don't beware of his tricky barrels, honestly. That's the best advice I can give you. Evil Skellies for his princess, for his barrel, all that. It's very versatile. And by now he couldn't really do anything, and I just won the Lockbait matchup. Honestly, I'm pretty seasoned against Lockbait. I have lots of recordings of games against Lockbait. In fact, before I started recording this video, I was actually looking back at some of my former games against Lockbait. They were pretty bad, but I don't know, they provided me with the foundational skills to deal with such a matchup. Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at the next game. Alright, wait, it isn't loading. Okay, so now we're in our next game against this Mortar player with double Evos too, if I'm correct. Okay, this was not an easy matchup. I tried playing practice against the computer, I actually had difficulty. Okay, nice defensive mod at the start, definitely fully countered my Hog, and now I had to play stuff in the back so that it wouldn't get hit by his defensive mortar. I knew I was going to take a bit of damage from the bats, and yeah, that was indeed the case. I just went for lots of stuff in the back. Really had nothing much to do, and now I just fireballed Firecracker since there was no better play to make. But this definitely put me down on Elixir, so not a great position. I went for Skellies in the back to anticipate his mini pack and then Hog opposite lane to split his push because I don't know. Okay, Mega Knight fully counters my Hog too. Yeah, okay. I know now. I know I have to Musketeer here. I also have to kite this mini packer away towards. Okay, nice Ice Spirit first. Ice Golem to distract. Very nice defense so far. Evo Skellies for the Mega Knight. Okay, but my Musketeer is pretty low because of all of these Skellies and everything. Nice early defense, honestly. I was pretty creative there. Okay, and nice Ice Spirit freeze. Okay, never mind. E-Wiz. I just logged the E-Wiz because I know if he only has his Dagger Duchess to defend, I can get lots of easy Hog damage in. So pretty nice play by me. Honestly, in those practices, when I tried to replay this matchup, I had lots of issues, you know, trying to win and break through. So I suppose he made quite a number of mistakes here. And I got pretty lucky that I was able to lock his E-Wiz and get lots of Hog damage in because his Dagger Duchess is low. Now I had to gear up for a huge defense because Evo Mega Knight is definitely no joke for 2.6. I mean, it's possible to beat the matchup if you know how to play it. But okay, I fireballed this Firecracker just to be safe. Okay, Ice Spirit was apparently unnecessary. He also leaked quite a bit of Elixir, okay, and I just spammed right into his mini packer, so I had to log it so I could get a bit of damage in. Okay, now just Skellies, and then after that Ice Golem. Yeah, okay. Oh, and that was a bad Muskie. I thought I could snipe his mortar. I just had to go for a defensive cannon. It's going to be quite difficult to outlast. Went for Evo Skellies to counter his Mega Knight and make full use of the Ice Spirit that I played. Hop opposite lane to, I don't know, provide some pressure or something. I did get a bit of damage, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, Ice Golem for maybe the King activation. I missed the lock at the Fireball and Ice Spirit fully counter. I just took the Evo Firecracker damage, honestly. I didn't know what to do. It was pretty stressful. Okay, he went for offensive mortar, which I efficiently countered with my cannon. And I went Hog opposite lane, knowing that he already just dumped all of his stuff. He was pretty low. Okay, so just Ice Spirit. Skellies here to... Okay, never mind, did not work. Yeah, everything was just delaying. And all that. Okay, so here I just went for Hog, Log, and okay, went for Mortar, so I tried to get, yeah, I went for a low Ice Spirit, low Skellies, Ice Golem, everything. Muskie, Cannon, Ice Spirit, Evo Skellies. It was very stressful, and the Ice Golem there to get rid of the bats, and all that Log. Maybe the log was unnecessary. Yeah, things were pretty stressful at that point. Okay, cannon. And did I get any musky damage? Nope. Okay, Musketeer, Ice Spirit, Ice Golem, Skellies. It's just distractions. Okay, nice round by the Skellies. Okay, I cycled log. Ice Spirit, cannon. I had to play things to perfection. Skellies far apart, far away, and okay, I fireballed everything. And then after that, pushed with Hog, Ice Spirit. I was really desperate there. Just had to get all that damage in. Musketeer, Evo Skellies. Okay, now I thought maybe I could fireball cycle. I'm not sure. Okay, Ice Golem, cannon. Okay, now time to fireball that mortar and bats and everything. He also fireballed Skelly Barrel, and I had to log everything back. Skellies up high, and my offensive Hog Rider did kind of pay off. Okay, wait, no, okay, it didn't work. He played Evo Mega Knight, which fully countered my Hog Rider, but it didn't matter. I fireball, and I was up by 1,541 damage when I won. Yeah, the stress really helps me get my wins. Anyway, yeah, pretty insane matchup. I don't know how I won that. under stressful conditions. I was in the train when I did this. It was pretty noisy. There were lots of people crowding around me, and then I was accidentally blocking the way while playing this game, and then this old man tapped me on the shoulder. Yeah, overall it was not, the conditions weren't exactly conducive for a win, and I'm not sure how I pulled it off. Usually the most stressful conditions I can work miracles, defend perfectly and all that. Anyway, I suppose let's just take a look at the next game. Okay, this one. Okay, he was playing Hoggy Q. I messed up pretty badly in this one, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I messed up pretty badly. I was pretty unhappy, but I still managed to win in the end because under the most stressful conditions, I can thrive. I can become. I can achieve godlike play. Okay, I spirit first play. Okay, I just logged his knight. Okay, so what did he have? He had knight. He had log. He had all of these things, so I was thinking, okay, maybe 3.0 Expo. Yeah, I saw the Skellies, I saw the Tesla. I actually thought it was 3.0 Expo. So I was pretty excited to play against that deck, because 3.0 Expo was my main deck, normally. Okay, so I Spirit. I really wasn't sure about what to do. Okay, he played Firecracker, and that's when I knew it was Hog EQ. I was like, oh wait, I got it wrong. Okay, so far, I'm about 2 elixir down, and I got some damage in. So it's pretty scary. Okay, Night Hog, and I was kind of caught off guard. Over Skelly's Ice Spirit, he Earthquaked. So I went for a Log, Musky, and I just took off the damage. Yeah, I literally just tanked it all. I had a whole Musky on the field, so I thought maybe I could go in right now. Musky, Ice Golem, and he had Royal Delivery. Tough luck. Yeah, my Musky didn't survive, and he went all out on defense. I have to admit that Royal Delivery did provide him with lots of value. I didn't expect him to have Royal Delivery. Normally in this matchup, he would have, what would he have? What was it? Ice Spirit? Yeah. So I just cycled Log. Went for Night Hog. I just quickly went for Evil Skellies and high up Musky and Cannon. Didn't work out pretty well, so I went for Ice Spirit, and I managed to fully counter with that insane Musketeer range. I don't think it's Ice Spirit. Yeah. Okay. And nice Log, because I knew he was gonna play Skellies. He didn't have anything better than Cycle. They could get him a positive trade. So interesting play by me. You gotta be able to predict your opponent with 2.6, because players are ultimately predictable. You can sort of guess what they're gonna do. Okay, I just went Musketeer in the back because he didn't have any good big spell that could whack me on the other side. Okay, my cannon misses his Earthquake. And now back to my next Ice Golem. Okay, Skellies first. I just don't want to get stuff in range. I just fireballed this Firecracker because I had no better play. Then Ice Golem to distract this Firecracker. Now I just went Hog. Okay. And he had Evil Tesla. I didn't have any Evil Cannon or Evil Ice Spirit or whatever, so too bad. My defense, my offense didn't work. But at least I forced this Evil Tesla out. And I could make things work somehow, and I noticed that his average elixir cost is definitely higher than mine. Okay, so I went for Hog and sort of out-cycled him, and yeah, okay, I managed to really do quite a bit of damage to my Ice Spirit Log. Also Fireball is Firecracker for added value. Okay, so here he went for a Log, and then with his Log out of cycle, what did I do? Ice Golem Kite. Okay, yeah, probably the best I could have done. I probably went for Musky in the back. Yeah, Musky in the back. Very good play. I can't remove he can't remove my Musky. Okay, I went for Low Cannon to predict him. And a high Ice Golem so that his Firecracker doesn't get any damage on my tower. Now I cycled another Musketeer, but okay, he's gonna play Royal Delivery here. Okay, yeah, so I went for Hog so I could protect that existing Musky, and okay, yeah, it was scuffed. I lost my Musketeer. Okay, I let the Firecracker hit on the other side. Okay, he played Knight for my Musketeer. This went Ice Golem Kite, which failed. Okay, he predicted me pretty nicely. And I was forced to Fireball Log. Yeah, not exactly a great situation for me. Yeah, all thanks to my failed Ice Golem Kite, I just scuffed it all up. Okay, I went for Hog Musketeer. And I just Fireball. No, at this point it's just Fireball Cycle. I know that Earthquake will lose to Fireball in the Fireball Cycle game. So my plan here was just to, I don't know, get as much Fireball the damage in. Okay, I got out predicted multiple times. Pretty nice plays by him, honestly. But my Musketeer really came in clutch, and my Ice Golem pre-plays were also pretty good. Now I knew I couldn't break through because he had Evil Tesla and Cycle, so I didn't really try. I mostly focused on spell cycling, pre-cannoning because I came in for Evil Tesla, sure. Then now my next strategy is to get back to cannon as soon as possible, which I did. High cannon, Ice Spirit and everything. It was pretty intense, this game, and yeah, I won by a really tiny margin, just 151 HP. All thanks to my fireball cycling. So I probably shouldn't have won this matchup. And the main clutching factor for me was the King Tower activation. If I didn't get the King activation earlier, I definitely would have lost. Because Hog EQ hard counters Hog 2.6, since it can take its buildings out with its Earthquake more efficiently than Fireball. And also Earthquake has a larger range, whereas Fireball you have to predict specific spots. Yeah, so pretty difficult, honestly. If you find that you can't break through in Triple Elixir with 2.6 against Hog EQ, just Fireball Cycle and defend properly. And try to outplay your opponent, predict where your opponent's going to place their Earthquake and all that. So play your Earthquakes play your cannons in unpredictable spots. And don't let your opponent predict you. Here I got double predicted because, of course, I was in the train. I couldn't focus on trying to outsmart my opponent. But yeah, Fireball cycling is a viable strategy from Triple Elixir onwards. You will be able to create a small, tiny lead. Also, with my faster cycle, I could get more Fireballs in, since he didn't have any Ice Spirit or any Spirits, and instead had Royal Delivery. Yeah, so I had a faster cycle, and that gave me the spell cycling advantage. Okay, so let's wait for the next game. Alright, we are in our next game. Let me drink some water first. Okay. This I'm playing 2.6 Hog against some mid-ladder P.E.K.K.A deck. I went for Skellies first, then Hog. I don't know, I just got a feeling that Skellies would help me on offense, but of course they didn't. Look at the number of splash cards that he has. Okay, so the next strategy is Ice Golem Kite. And at a very exact timing, I fireball both his Valkyrie and his Wizard. And yeah, my Princess Tower could take his Wizard out, and the Valkyrie survived by a little bit, which is kind of sad. Which meant that this meant that my Ice Golem wouldn't get any damage on his other tower, but this is inconsequential, focus on the big picture. So I got Ice Spirit, the bridge got a bit of extra chip damage, and okay, I had to wait for his win condition. Which is, okay, Goblin Barrel, but I didn't know that at the time. Okay, I just let him counter my Hog. Logged, Skellies, Fireball. Okay, I let my Musketeer die. There was really no point. And then just Ice Golem Kite. Okay, Ice Spirit. And I got lucky with the Ice Spirit there, and my damage was pretty minimal. Yeah, my Ice Golem did some damage on the other lane, but okay, it might have mattered a bit because my strategy now would be to go opposite lane, since we'll split his push up and prevent him from overwhelming me on one lane. Okay, so Hog opposite lane. I knew he was gonna play like something. Okay, he played P.E.K.K.A, and yeah, I just got exactly one hit. That's usually the case of P.E.K.K.As that aren't played too late. Okay, and then I just played Evil Skellies now. Just wanted to force arrows out, so I played Musketeer because I knew he would arrow or small spell it. Yeah. Okay, then now Ice Spirit to take the E-Wiz out, so that my Ice Golem survives with a bit of health for who knows what reason. Okay, and we take the cannon out with the Musketeer, and Hog gets one hit. Musketeer still sniping the Valkyrie. I don't know why I played Skellies here. I should play Skellies on the other lane. I guess I was kind of stressed at a point in time. But no excuses, that was a bad play. Okay, so Ice Golem in the back for the P.E.K.K.A, Musketeer in the back. I determined that he probably didn't have any air troops, so it was still relatively safe. Hog opposite lane, because I think his cannon is out of cycle. Went E-Wiz and cannon, so that was an overcommit on the other side. I just played Ice Spirit down there for his E-Wiz, because that's actually a means of countering E-Wiz. Saw that? Okay, and then Skellies, I don't know why I played the Skellies there. Okay, Musketeer was just to take his shield off. Then I Spirit here to save my musketeer some damage. Okay, and then I went Fireball because I thought he would play E-Wiz or Wiz or something, but he played Valkyrie. Doesn't matter. My Hulk got a decent amount of damage. Okay, he played Wizard, so good thing I didn't play my Evil Skellies early. I tried to kite his P.E.K.K.A to the opposite lane, and Musketeer to snipe the Wizard, and then Evil Skellies for his Goblin Barrel. I let my Musketeer die. Also went Hawk opposite lane. Okay, and now I just played Cannon, and then after that Ice Golem kites, pretty nice, and then here there I go for Fireball. Nope, I went for Musketeer. Every time I watch this recording, I keep thinking I went for Fireball because it would have been so much value. Okay, now it's just Musketeer versus E-Wiz. Okay, I played the nice Ice Spirit there to ensure my Musketeer survives. So you gotta know how to defend your Musketeer, because defending your Musketeer on defense is really, really important. And that's the difficult part of 2.6. You have to be creative in terms of how you defend your Musketeer on defense. Okay, so I just went for Ice Spirit here, Cannon, then I just logged from below. You could roughly see where his Goblin Barrel was. Also try to keep my Musketeer protected as far as possible. Because as long as the Musketeer still survives with a bit of health, it has 4 elixir worth of value. It's still sniping opponents from one side, so it's worth sacrificing maybe an Ice Spirit or an Ice Golem just to maintain that 4 elixir value. I don't know if you see where I'm coming from. Okay, nice. Yeah, I just went for my next Musketeer. Okay, and then I kept going Hawk opposite lane from where he was attacking. So this is to ensure that the split lane pressure, since his deck is pretty heavy, like its lowest elixir cost cards maybe excluding Zap, it's a 3 elixir cost card. So this meant that okay, I just kept going for logs from below to be safe. And yeah, anyway, his lowest elixir cost card is a 3 elixir cost card, which meant that he couldn't counter my mini pushes very efficiently, which means that I can either make my defense, which means that my defense will either be more efficient, or well, I can easily keep switching lanes and get tons of damage on both lanes. Anyway, yeah, I won this matchup. It's pretty easy, I would say, if you know how to protect your Musketeer, if you have all of these micro interactions in mind, and also if you don't overcommit on offense, you got to know when to sacrifice your Musketeers. Like when your Musketeer has already has already done what it's supposed to do, and you should also know when to push for Hog Rider damage, and when to just let the Hog Rider die and focus on getting positive elixir traits on defense instead. Anyway, okay, next matchup. Okay, this matchup I would say is the classic mid-ladder matchup. It's literally the kind of matchup that you would face in mid-ladder. Okay, yes, Hog, and lots of other stuff. Okay, so you just went Hog first play. I thought maybe it's 2.6, who knows. Okay, E-Wiz, definitely mid-ladder. Yeah, so you just play Cannon the usual plays. Fireball, the Fireball is E-Wiz because I knew that either the Fireball would come now or later. Actually, maybe not. I should have put myself down on Elixir. Could have gone Ice Spirit to fully contest E-Wiz instead, but maybe I was trying for an additional Hog hit, and also since it basically takes his E-Wiz out, it might be worth the Fireball, since the Fireball also gets damage on his tower. You get where I'm coming from. It might give me some good early game damage, but it's all gonna be negated if my opponent's Mega Knight just crushes me. Okay, he goes for Mega Knight Musketeer, Ice Golem here, and Skellies for the Musketeer to distract it. Ice Golem, yeah, it distracts the Mega Knight, pushes into the other lane, so my Musketeer is able to take his Musketeer out. Now I just go for a Hog push here because, okay, he goes for P.E.K.K.A, very nice. His P.E.K.K.A fully counters my Hog, so nice P.E.K.K.A by him, I have to admit. Okay, now I have to focus on defending. I can't go for any Skellies, right? I can't go for evil Skellies yet, so my strategy here is to kite the Valkyrie away, and then go for evil Skellies on the P.E.K.K.A. If you see that strategy, if he arrows the evil Skellies, he's going to be down on Elixir, and also since his P.E.K.K.A is already dead, I can go for Hog, and he'll just get punished. He's dead. He doesn't have much of a push, his Valkyrie is pretty low, and when he plays his E-Wiz is basically dead. Yeah, you see that? He's down on Elixir, and he's also down on damage, so pretty nice by micro interaction by me, which led to a very strong counter push. Yeah. Just cycled Lord to cash in my excess advantage, and then a Hog. Cannon for his Hog. Yeah. So here I just went Ice Spirit at the bridge. just cycle play to like maybe force some elixir out of him. If he didn't play anything, then I just got some free damage. Okay, now he played Evil P.E.K.K.A, so I was kind of worried. Hog opposite lane first. Okay, and now it's the actual moment, the stressful moment. He fully counters my Hog, and he now has Evil P.E.K.K.A and Evil Mega Knight on both sides. Let's see how well I can defend this. He goes for Musketeer, okay. He goes for E-Wiz to support the Evil P.E.K.K.A. Okay, I have to Fireball his E-Wiz, I think. Yeah, Fireball. Yeah, okay, and then Skelly's to distract the P.E.K.K.A. Now I'm back to my next cannon. Okay, my Musketeer gets destroyed. I take quite a bit of Hog damage, but it's fine. Okay, he arrows, so I just go in for a Hog push. His Mega Knight misses my Hog, and also nice Ice Spirit. Okay, sorry, his Mega Knight misses my Musketeer. Okay, so I go for Fireball and Log. Now I just have to defend this hell of a Mega Knight. I go for a cannon here to be safe, so that his Mega Knight does not try to touch my cannon. Nice golem here. I just want to keep the Mega Knight away from my cannon as far as possible, so that his Mega Knight does not cause me any issues with that Hog, with defending a Hog. Nice Hog kite, and then Skellies, followed by Ice Golem to kite the Valkyrie, and also to maybe to stall the Mega Knight a bit while I get a Musketeer down. And then set up a Musketeer Ice Spirit. Okay, now goes for P.E.K.K.A Mega Knight again. Very, very, very stressful. I go for Ice Spirit here. Hog, and then Skellies. That was just a distraction. I just completely wasted my evil Skellies. Okay, he got some damage in. Okay, this was pretty bad. I had to log, sacrifice my cannon, play Skellies, Ice Golem. Now I was down on damage. I was very, 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 very scared. I actually thought I might lose. Okay, so I went for high cannon. Pretty nice. He went for Evil P.E.K.K.A, but right into my defenses. Just all I had to do is just play an Ice Spirit here to distract and fully counter it. Also logged his Muskie and then play a Hog to stall the Musketeer. He went for Mega Knight, but sure, I just Fireballed. My Hog did get some damage somehow. Went for Musketeer in the back to prepare for another heavy and difficult defense. I was going to kite the Mega Knight to the opposite lane, so I could go for this cannon defense here. Nice solid defense, honestly. Ice Golem to protect my Musketeer. I'll get some additional damage, and all I have to do right now is just Fireball. Very, very, very scary matchup. As you can see, I only won by a very, very small margin. I was actually down at some point, so if I got unlucky, I actually could have lost the game. Yeah. So pretty scary stuff, honestly. It's actually possible that I could have lost that matchup, but I trust that if I had an additional Evo, the matchup would be less close. Like, Evil Ice Spirit could do so much to stop the Evil Mega Knight, the Evil P.E.K.K.A, his Hog Rider, his other cards from actually getting damage in. Because Evil Ice Spirit actually has a very strong freezing effect that would heavily and severely stall his offenses, allowing me more time to get a proper defense down. Honestly, I think his P.E.K.K.A was pretty insane. Yeah, he really did make a decent comeback to P.E.K.K.A, but I still ultimately won. Okay, sure, you can. Oh, okay, that was a bad loss against a Goblin Giant. Yeah, one of my few losses. Yeah, I really choked here. Okay, so now this is a very troll matchup against Giant Skelly. I can be showing my loss against Goblin Giant later. I'll play that on ×2. I definitely made quite a few mistakes on, yeah, in terms of my different plays. I think that was just my warm-up game, so you can't expect me to be at my best. I was unlucky. He went Skeleton Army first play. I tried to fully counter Skami, but yeah, he had minor. I thought I could go for Ice Golem to fully counter, but then I knew it wasn't working out, so I just had to sacrifice 2 elixir, my Ice Golem. Which is pretty sad. He went for a Giant Skelly in the back. I knew I was kind of screwed because I took a lot of damage early on, and I was also down on elixir, so not good. He went for Rocket on my Musketeer though, so he didn't have enough elixir for my Hog. My Hog did manage to get a good, just one hit. Okay, sure. High Ice Spirit, yeah, and then Ice Golem Kite, so I could take a lot of health off his Giant Skeleton, which is pretty solid. My Ice Golem dies, slows the Giant Skelly down, and then I can go for high Skellies. Musketeer first snipes the Giant Skelly before I can get close. Log first. And the Ice Spirit was a bit far, but okay, my Musketeer only got one hit. Ooh, that's like half of its health. Insane. So I went for an Ice Golem push. I didn't want to push a Hog because I knew he would scar me on my Musketeer and also on my Ice Golem. Okay, it didn't really work out. Skellies first, and then after that I had to Fireball, play a late Fireball, which definitely was far from ideal. Yeah, I didn't like this position at all. I went Hog opposite lane, just to force Elixir out on the other side. And he played Wizard, okay, and then Bats. Okay, sure. I got quite a bit of damage, but overall the position isn't exactly great. My Ice Spirit kind of got lucky, bailed me out um, by taking out some of the Bats and also freezing the tower, giving my Hog extra time to hit. Okay, my Ice Golem survives narrowly, and down to Elixir, and I just go, okay, I cycled Log, I don't know why I did that. Very dumb play by me, he has Scammy, okay, so, okay, Musketeer, and I just go, okay, he rockets, so I go Hog, he goes Skellies. Okay, first I go Ice Spirit, Ice Golem Kites, and I go for low Musketeer to snipe his Miner, and then and as such that later on, my Musketeer will probably also snipe his Giant Skelly. And I have to do something about his Giant Skelly. At first Log, and then after that I went for Skellies. Ice Spirit, he rocketed my Musketeer, and that's when I knew I could go Hog. The Hog also kited stuff pretty well. I went for pre-Fireball, I thought I could hit his E-Buffs, but he went for late E-Buffs, but it doesn't matter, I got a good amount of Hog damage. He went for Miner, but that doesn't really matter, I just went Ice Golem Kite. He goes Skellies on the Miner, wait, why didn't I do that? Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, the Ice Spirit was also pretty pointless. I went for a Log to predict his Scammy, which is pretty nice. It was literally a game-winning prediction. Okay, Ice Spirit here, low cannon. Ooh, I was actually taking damage on that. Oh my gosh. Just one more Wizard hit and I would have been screwed. Okay, that was pretty close and pretty scuffed. My early slip up definitely carried over to the rest of the game. Okay, let me just play this on ×2 speed. This is not exactly a great game by me. Let me just play on ×2. I went Hog first play. Okay, E-Wiz, I get a good 2 Hog hits in. I fully counters E-Wiz. Wait. Let's go back to ×1. So I play Skellies here to push the E-Wiz back. And so this fully counters the E-Wiz such that it doesn't get any damage on my tower. I cycle Log. At this point I didn't know what he was playing. He just went like Firecracker in the back. I thought it was some kind of mid-ladder deck. Little did I know that it was actually something that was pretty dreaded. Okay, Goblin Giant, sure. I just went for Hog opposite lane. Okay, I went for Cannon and Hog. Okay, I did get some damage from my Hog, and then I just played Skellies. Okay, he arrowed, so I went for Musketeer here. Ice Spirit, Log. Okay, definitely not a great position for me. I just left my Musketeer to cook because I knew that we were both pretty low on Elixir. I think right now it's still a decent position for me. I got some Musketeer damage in, and it was actually a surprising amount. Now it's up on the other lane. What I did was I probably just went for Hog. Yeah, bad play, but he played Goblin Giant, but okay, he played a nice early mini P.E.K.K.A. Very good play by him. I played Evil Skellies for his mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, but he arrowed, so I had to do an Ice Golem Kite. Yeah. Then I went for a pretty late cannon. I don't know what I was doing. And this is where all the bad things started. I literally just dumped my entire elixir bar to defend. It's 3 elixir up. I wouldn't be surprised if, okay, Firecracker. Went Hog opposite lane, which is my other mistake, and then I logged for his guards. Okay. Reasonable play, but now I was kind of in a bad position. Okay, so first things first, I went for cannon, and also he did lots of damage to me. My Ice Golem there was definitely a bad choke. Okay, now what I had to do is I had to go... Okay, I went Hog opposite lane again. I think I was too aggressive. My Fireball was mini P.E.K.K.A. too. And that ultimately wasn't the best play. Okay, I just Ice Golem kited and logged. Then I played another bad cannon, which basically just screwed me over. Okay, and I knew it was a lost game because I don't know, he's just really good at timing his mini P.E.K.K.A against Hogs, and his evil firecracker really destroyed me. I can't believe I misplaced my cannon twice against I mistimed my cannon twice against a goblin giant player. It's pretty surprising. I also mistimed my ice spirit. I don't think my environment was most conducive at that time, but I'm sure. Went for fireball. Okay, cannon. Skellies to distract. There go ice golem. Okay, cool. Okay, somehow my musketeer died. It's pretty sad. I could have gone earlier for an earlier cannon. I don't know why I just messed that up. And then his mini P.E.K.K.A just took my tower. It was pretty close. I actually might have won if I don't know, if I was more focused at that time. I was probably distracted at that time. Yeah. Very, very, very bad choke. Yeah, and the rest are just my games with log bait. Okay, I'm not exactly a great log bait player. Ooh, okay, and a nice game against Lava. Okay, let's watch this game. So, of course, 2.6 is traditionally countered by Lava Hound decks because 2.6 is very weak defense, and this was not made better by the fact that my opponent had lightning, which meant that he could lightning my musketeer or musketeers. So I had to play my cycles very well because I didn't know he had lightning at the time. Yeah, okay, he just went bomb at the start. I didn't know what it could be. Then I saw it's skeleton dragons. So I thought, okay, maybe some dual lane pressure deck. So I was guessing, maybe royal recruits. Who knows? Okay, so I just went Hawk to kite his other Skelly drag back. Okay, he played Goblin Cage, which further made me think that he was playing some kind of the Royal Recruits deck. Very misleading indeed. Just went for a low ice spirit. And then Skellies. I had to log last minute. I saw Lava Hound. Okay, this is bad. I knew I was in a very sticky position. I just went Ice Golem first and then Hawk, because I thought he might balloon the other lane if I went Musketeer for his Lava here. Then I thought, okay, he's not playing any balloons, so I guess I'll just Musketeer. I don't know. And then he lightninged it, and that's when I knew that this was a very, very, very terrible spot for me. Okay, so first I could just ignore the bomber, and then my fireball was a bit late. He got a bit of damage, and then now I had to play Ice Spirit and Ice Golem for his stuff. Very, very, very stressful position, but I just went Hawk opposite lane. I was literally prepared to trade towers. Yeah, so I got quite a bit of damage from my Hawk, but of course his evil goblin cage was very effective as damage control for him. So I guess I'm just unlucky that I was playing against an evil cage player. I just logged his cage and did some damage to Brawler. He played Ice Spirit just as I played Evil Skelly, so nice prediction by him. Went for Ice Spirit though, and Ice Golem Kite. I don't think the Ice Golem Kite was necessary. I could afford a bit of damage on my left. Now here I was just playing a tower trade game. So I took his tower, but I knew I would lose my tower. I went for Pre-Musketeer. Because I was anticipating a lightning, I delayed my fireball placement. I placed it only at the last moment because I knew he would play Skelly Dragons. And I just played Ice Spirit and Ice Golem to defend. Went for my next Musketeer. Okay, nice evil bomber by him. He got a ton of damage. I had to quickly take his evil bomber out of the cannon, but it was too late. So I just let this rest. I was now down, and I was clearly losing the game. What I did now is I went for Hawk and Ice Spirit. Went for Cage. I played a pre-log to push things back, but it didn't quite work out. So just went Musketeer in the back. I was prepared to give him the lightning value. He went for Flying Machine, so I just fireball. I Ice Golem Hawk to pressure, and it worked out pretty decently. Now I just went for Skeleton Dragons. I went for Ice Spirit in the back, which was a bad misplay. I went for Musketeer, and then I fireballed at the exact moment, taking his entire push down. And now we were about even, which is a very, very stressful position. I do not know why he played a Flying Machine against me. That was his first choke. Cycled log at the bridge, and then prepared for a full-on attack. Nice evil skellies by me. And fireball to, because cleared all of his defenses, and yeah, when you're playing 2.6 Hawk Sniper, you have to be very creative with how you attack and defend when we're playing against a range of matchups. So here I realized that his two main responses to Hawk were Goblin Cage followed by Bomber, which meant that if I could eliminate both of them, I could essentially clear the way for my Hawk Rider to get damage and defeat my opponent. Alright, I think we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked this video and found it useful as a guide to a bunch of mid-ladder decks, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and drop a like on this video. Yeah, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video. Take care and bye for now.